weeks of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. And they give this time to the tailback. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now.
34-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Right play, throwing it away like that. Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To the ball carrier.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Colts 7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he's got it up and through.
Score, Colts 14. Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
35-yard line.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Colts 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And some space here. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to let it go again. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And 3 at the 27-yard line.
And again this time to the tailback. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down and 6.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Today's final score.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's